on digital radio, on the app, on your smartphone, on X, YouTube, and Facebook. The Sportscast. Football in general.
The update presented by the Sportscast.
The Sportscast, January 24th, on a cold January 24th, 2025. If you haven't yet, please subscribe in all our channels, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Apple Podcasts, also Spotify. You can also listen to us on your smart speaker. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can leave a rating and a review. It will help us out tremendously. We're also on online digital radio. You can visit our website, thesportscast.net. Also, follow us on X and IG at the Sportscast1, and check out our app, the Sportscast, in iOS App Store. The Final Four of the NFL playoffs is here. Championship Sunday is this Sunday, and a man that knows what he's saying, Ray Sherrod, welcome back to the Sportscast.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. This is I can't wait. Sunday's going to be awesome. This coming up Sunday is going to be great.
This Sunday, yeah, go ahead.
Eagles, Commanders, Chiefs, and Bills. Can't wait. Can't wait.
And which of those four you're surprised to be in this stage?
Commanders.
Absolutely. You didn't predict the Commanders. You picked the Eagles, didn't you? No, sorry.
Dude,
you picked the
Detroit.
Detroit?
Wow. But you know what? It doesn't really matter what you do in the regular season. It's you got to show up in playoffs, and to have the many wins as the Lions did great, and they didn't show up. And,
yeah, what are your thoughts on that game? That was probably the biggest game of the weekend. What happened here? The Commanders had it easy. Lions, their defense was struggling this past couple of weeks. What do you think cracked?
I think they got Montgomery back, and I don't think Montgomery was 100%. No, and the better team showed up. Washington Commanders started off great. And the Lions, when they started off, you could tell something was wrong because it was like one and done. The ball went right over to the Commanders, and the Commanders they looked better. They just looked better, man.
They looked better in the dome, no snow. And Jaden Hangles won the LFG award by Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm still speechless. But you got to tip your hat off to. There's a reason why this kid is going to be Rookie of the Year.
Ray's calling it.
Yeah. He's
can't be Bowers from the Raiders, huh?
You know what? Runner up. If I was to get actually, I would give it. I do Daniels, Bo Nix, and then give it to Bowers. Bowers would be third because Nix. You got this kid. He did great. Bo Nix did great.
Yeah, Bo Nix had a good season. Neighbors as well. I'll put him up there. But anyways, fourth. There you go. Fifth. I know there's a wide receiver, I think, somewhere there. But anyways, let's go to top headlines. Pete Carroll's been hired by the Las Vegas Tom Brady Raiders. Pete Carroll used to coach for Seattle. Ray, you're very familiar with the Raiders, and you're also familiar with Seattle. Your thoughts over this hire? He's 74 years old.
You know what, though, comes with 74 is what you get with Pete Carroll's is experience, and that's what the Raiders need. They need an experience. You just don't need a black, like everybody's like, Gruden. You've done the Gruden, not once, but twice. You need what's up, Reaver? You need experience, and this man has experience. He's a championship coach. He's been in management. He's been coaching. You need something, and you know what? Maybe it will be Pete Carroll to do that, but comes with the coaching. You got to do a complete overhaul of that team. The only thing you got right, you got a great tight end, and you got a couple of good receivers, but you really need some players on that team. Defense
and what position in particular?
All the above. quarterback. Number one, you need a quarterback. You need a quarterback. Man,
there's someone available.
No.
Why do you say that?
Been there because they got egos. They both have egos, and we did that in Seattle. You saw what happened.
He probably got shot by Pete, right?
And you saw what Pete did with Geno. You don't need a Russell. He was winning with Geno.
And Geno was a decent average quarterback.
Yeah, like maybe like a low second, third tier QB in the league. He wasn't elite, but he won games. He did the job. You know, he did make Geno better, and that's what the Raiders need. They need him to come in there, put some confidence in these boys, and get them going.
Yeah, pretty excited. I think Tom Brady and the Raiders hired a new GM about a couple of days ago. He came from Tampa Bay Buccaneers, good GM, and now they got a coach, an experienced coach. They're going to get Ben Johnson, who went to Chicago,
right?
And but I get did they interview Robert Saleh?
I don't think so. I didn't hear. I don't even think he was interested. I don't even think they interviewed him. Yeah.
Which is a tough division, Ray. You know, you're dealing with the Chiefs, you're dealing with the Chargers with Herbert. Now you're dealing with the Broncos with the good Bo Nix. Is it going to be a tall task, or you think the experience with Seattle could help him out here with the Raiders? You got
to. It always starts from the top. So you got GM. You got to get good management to make good and decisions. So, and then you got a coach who's a winning coach. He's a championship coach. And right. That's what you need. That's what we got. I remember when we got Shanahan and we got Lynch, and York promised to stay out of the 49ers business, and look what these guys did.
Yeah, you don't hear anything with the ownership from San
Francisco. No, and that's the problem with Cowboys, because you hear more about the Jones than you hear more about the actual players and the GM, the managements and stuff. So, yeah,
comes from the Raiders. Yeah, as Ray said. Go ahead.
But they're still not. As long as Patrick Mahomes is still living, they ain't got a chance.
That's the thing.
That's the
and
thing.
The Broncos and the Chargers, they're top. It's a top heavy division.
It is. I agree, my friend. I agree.
Anyway, San Francisco 49ers, you wouldn't think they would have news, but they did have news. They hired a couple last night, Robert Saleh, defensive coordinator. He has been with the Niners before. He was coached with them, coordinator from 2017 to 2020 before he went to the New York Jets. Ray, do you approve of this hire?
110%, because we were good with him. And I think we need to get our defense back on track. Guys, one thing we were known about is our defense. Always known about our defense in the 49ers. That helped us. Even when we had not too great quarterbacks, we could always count on our defense. So,
yeah. You guys had Demeco Ryans, which he went to a good situation with Houston. He had Steve Wilkes and then Nick Sorensen. So maybe Robert Saleh, maybe he needs more grooming before he becomes head coach. But you think
I don't think he needs more grooming, man. I think it's not his fault. Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Their quarterback got hurt. And then the second year, your top quarterback wasn't going to those practices and stuff like that. He didn't get to know some of the receivers, and you could see that in the gameplay. Miss drop balls and miss opportunities. It wasn't until like towards the end of the season he started connecting with Devontae Adams. And then, they got Devontae Adams later. New York had a good team, and I just think he was a scapegoat. I don't think he didn't do anything wrong. And I'll even say this. He could still be a head coach on some of these teams. I was hoping that he'd get a second chance, but you know what? That's a win for us because he's back home with the Niners.
He's back home. He probably still has a home in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Was he in the one that has like a big family? I think 12 people in his family.
Yeah, he's
kids.
Yeah. He's got. I'm happy he's back. That is a huge win, dude. Huge win. We really need
that's some positive news from the 49ers.
Yes, we needed
this offseason. Hopefully, the comeback, and obviously no word from the Brock Purdy contract, but I'm sure that would get done before March. Let's go to Jacksonville. Interesting situation. Little parallel with not parallel connection with the 49ers. Jaguars got rid of their general manager, Trent Baalke, who used to be your GM in the Niners. He was an issue there. Not many coaches want to go to Jacksonville because of this guy Baalke, the GM. Jaguars got rid of him. They got this guy Liam Cohen. He said, "Look, I'm not going to Jacksonville. If your GM Baalke's there, I'm not going." Jacksonville cut him. Liam changed his mind. He told Tampa, "Yes, I'll be your offensive coordinator." Oh no, hold on. You got a call from Jacksonville. They fired the guy and they offered him $10 million. Your thoughts?
The Cons had to make a decision. You need a coach, and this guy, you have to have people. There's chemistry. If you don't have chemistry, your manager don't work with the it's not going to work out. Main thing, you got to have the coach and the management work together, and if they can't work together, then it's not going to work out. So I'm glad they did that, and I don't like nobody to lose their job, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
you need a coach, and Jacksonville Jaguars, they need a coach. Need a coach.
Big time.
Yeah,
Big
they
time.
did.
Yeah, they had Doug Peterson recently. That didn't work out. Was there for 3 seasons. And they've just been going through different coaches. Maybe this guy is the man that can turn the ship around. They got a great roster, Ray.
They do. Lawrence. And Trevor Lawrence, dude, the NFL stands, it's not for long. And, you only have like these players, you only got them for so long. And Trevor Lawrence, man, the injuries do take a toll. And so now that you got to do something with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. I think he was the one that's been nominated for Rookie of the Year as well. Travis Etienne, Trank Bigsby, great season from him. Josh Hines Allen, Evan Ingram, Jaron Jones, Travis Walker. Do I need to go on?
You shouldn't be losing the games that you're losing. Shouldn't.
And a winnable division. I know Houston's doing well.
Yeah.
And they're dominating, but it could be winnable for them.
I mean, look what they had. They had Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk was a good receiver. What happened? He got hurt. And Brian Thomas Jr., great year. Awesome receiver on that team. He's a stud. Tank is what Tank can do. Tank's a stud.
Tank ran the whole field.
Yeah, Travis though, man, I think they should like get rid of him and make Tank their number one guy, and then bring somebody to back up Tank.
Yeah, quite something. This Jaguar is a loaded team. As Shad Khan, the owner of the Jaguar, said, this is the best roster ever assembled in Jacksonville. And we didn't talk about Mac Jones, so we'll just leave it there. Ravens game against the Bills. Mark Andrews dropped that ball for the 2-point conversion to tie up the game. I want to hear your thoughts over that play.
I mean, I'll be honest, man. I was kind of mad that he didn't catch that ball. That would have tied up the game. It would have been 27-27. That was a crucial missed point, 2-point conversion. He had it in his numbers, man. You got to catch the ball. You got to catch it.
Was the ball underthrown, you think, or it was right?
It was right. He could have caught that. He could have caught it. You're looking at it from that angle. You got to look at it from the front. If you can get me a picture from the front and check it out. But you know what? To be honest, Lamar, see, he could have caught that, dude.
He could have caught it. It touched your hands. If it touches your hands, it's catchable.
He could have caught it. So just so you know, it did go into the numbers and it did go to the hand. That last pick, the first pick that you showed, that was the drop. That was the drop.
that's the
Yeah,
drop
that's the
right
drop.
there.
Yeah, that's the drop.
There's another one. Well, that's one after he dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some good angles here. This is after right there. Wow. Yeah, it touches his leg. I remember it hit his leg a bit.
But you know what, guys? I mean, it happens. Hey, even Lamar fumbled in the game, But this guy's getting death threats, people making memes of him. I think he didn't even show up for the media, so I think they had to find him. What's up, vet? They had to find him. But honestly, though, man, that's what you make the big numbers for, though. I mean, that's what you get paid to catch the ball. That's your job. In moments like this, when your team needs you, that's your job to catch that ball. So it's just sad, but you just move on. You got to move on.
Would Kittle have caught that ball?
You know what, man? I've seen Kittle drop balls, man. It happens. You can't catch every ball. Some people, you hear those footsteps. And sometimes you hear footsteps or people coming at you. You're like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up and catch the ball. It's fast. It's fast.
It's fast. Well, here's a statement from Mark Andrews. He said, even though the shock and disappointment are unlike anything I've felt before, I've refused to let the situation define me. I promise that this adversity will only make me stronger and fuel us as we move forward.
Yeah, but he's getting up there in age, man, and you don't get opportunities like that. Yeah. Seriously.
You think Ravens beat themselves?
No, they were there. I mean, Henry had a great game. Lamar, they had a great game.
Henry only had 84 yards.
84 yards in the snow. Did you see the cold? Did you see the field? You see the field? I can't run in a field like that. It was cold.
I think he had
84 yards in the cold. You know how cold it was? It's cold.
It's colder than here. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's cold. And no, Zach Ertz still would have dropped that ball to you. And he would have got hurt and put on a stretcher and taken off the field.
I think if he were to throw a little higher.
He's supposed to catch that ball, man. That was a catchable ball.
Yeah, I know.
I watched the game. I was like, dude, it touched your hand. You should have caught that, man. Come on, man. There's guys that catch one hands. There's guys that do one hand catches. It's no excuse.
Incredible. Anyways, maybe one of the best games of the weekend, as predicted.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. I thought the Bills had it all the way. I felt like they were going to do it.
This is you guys will hear me later on. This is the Bills' time. It's Bills' time.
Okay, a little sneak peek. NFL MVP award finalists: Lamar, Allen Burrow, Saquon, and Jared Goff. I like Saquon Barkley, but what do you think about these finalists?
Hey, you know what? Any player that can get 200, give you back-to-back 200 yards rushing. I mean, he was the team. You didn't hear no A.J. Brown. You didn't hear no Devontae Freeman. Dirt was hurt. Saquon put that team on his back. Dude, he ran a 78-yard touchdown. He ran a 62-yard touchdown. This man was, if you saw how New York treated this guy, treated him like garbage. This guy he was a legend in Penn State. This is his time. And that's my MVP. Runner-up would be Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson has been consistent, man, with his feet, with his throwing. That would be my second runner-up, is Lamar Jackson.
And who's your third place?
Third place. Oh man, I don't know why. I know I've seen Joe Burrow in the mix. But you got to give it up to Goff, man. Nobody's talking about him. Nobody's talking about Goff, but Goff, Detroit had one of the best year. This was their time, and they lost to those stupid Commanders.
What's it called? March on Commanders, or
No.
I don't remember how I go. Anyways, let's go to NFC East. Cowboys Jerry Jones might go to the cheap. They're gonna go to the offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer. Very unknown figure. Has never been a head coach. He was part of the Mike McCarthy's staff. Any thoughts on this? I don't have much information about him, to be honest, but
just another yes man for the Jones. Just another yes man, dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to talk down or bad about somebody until you get to see what they do as a head coach, but yeah, I'm not.
It has that Jason Garrett vibe.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing. I mean, yeah, there's.
He's a former coach with the Cowboys. He started as like a water boy, and then climbed up the stairs, became a head coach.
I just think another yes man, dude. Somebody to just say yes, Mr. Jones. Yes, Mr. Jones.
Well, there you have it. And then finally, Jets hire former Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn. Your thoughts on that? He played for the Jets. You probably remember him.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on this hire?
We shall see. I mean, we got to see. I don't know. I honestly don't know. He's getting a good team. This is a good team, but you got to have leadership on the team. Somebody's got to step up and be the leader. And Aaron, I'm sorry, he's not a leader. He's a clutch. He has a championship, and he's had some good times. He's had some bad times, but you got to be a leader among men, and so that's what they need. They need this coach because this is a young team. They're a hungry team. So we'll see. But I wish Aaron all the best. Yeah. And we'll see what he does. Because New York, man, come on, man. That's a big market. We need the Giants. We need the Jets to step up, man. That's a big market to get, to watch garbage football games. They got to step it up.
Yeah, it's quite something. We'll see what happens. And some news, Jets hire Aaron Moogie as GM. He's coming from the Broncos, who was an assistant GM. So a lot of these assistant GMs become GMs. So there you have it, the Jets. And that will determine if Roger Stead, because he said in the Pat McAfee show, I don't know my future with the Jets. It depends on the GM and the new coach. So we'll see what happens. As Ray said, it's tough. Anyways, are you ready to predict Championship Sunday?
Yes.
Mr. Ray.
Yes.
Sherrod.
Let's go.
All right. The best Sunday of the year, I don't know, but it's second best after Divisional Sunday. Commanders at the Eagles. These two NFC East rivals split the series this season. The Eagles took their first game in November 26th, beating the Commanders 26-18. The Commanders won the December battle 36-33 by 3 points. At that game, Hurts exited due to a concussion in the first quarter. Rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels very well against the Eagles in 2024. Eagles running back Saquon Barkley had his way against Washington in his career, averaging just over 137 scrimmage yards per game. The only player to average more scrimmage yards against a single opponent in NFL history is Hall of Famer Jim Brown. The Eagles defense had a flair for the big moment in the snowy conditions versus the Rams. Commanders can repeat production this week from running backs Brian Robertson Jr. and Austin Eckler. They'll be tough to beat. Mr. Ray Sherrod, who do you have between the Commanders at the Eagles? And it's a
man. You know what? I got a lot of respect for Daniels. I think this kid is a rookie of the year. I got a lot of respect for McLaurin. Commanders did a great job, and that's why I got them to win and beat the Eagles. That's right, because one man can't do it. I'm sorry. One man cannot win it all. Sorry. He's going to get burnt out. Sorry.
The first rookie.
Surprise. I'm sorry.
There you have it, Jaden Daniels. You're going with vet this time.
You know what, man? I've been going up against vet. Been going up against vet. This team is hungry. Daniels is a special player, man. The kid's got something special. All right, he's a special kid, and I wanted to surprise Vet. I wanted Vet to think that I would go with the Eagles, but I got to go with Washington, man. Something about Daniels, and you saw what they did in Detroit, okay? And Detroit had a lot of weapons, and I'm sorry, AJ Brown. Did you see the last game? What did AJ Brown do? Nothing. What did Devontae Freeman do? Nothing. Those receivers didn't do anything in the last game. Go check the stats. If they get shut down by the Commanders and Shaquan has to do everything, he's going to get shut by the Commanders. I got the Commanders winning. There you go.
And Hurts has a bad knee, and he has a concussion. He's still healing up for him. Can he throw it? He can't run it much.
There you go. And
we'll see.
And that was another reason also because of Jalen Hurts not being 100%.
Never was. All right, let's go to the AFC. That might be the game of the weekend, of the day. Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be their 9th meeting between quarterbacks Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. They are 4-4, Ray, in head-to-head meetings, but Mahomes holds a 3-0 lead over Allen in the postseason. And the Chiefs against the Texans, Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, and Juju Smith-Schuster all failed to catch a pass this past postseason. Kelsey had 117 yards against the Texans, and the Bills can finish close games in the postseason, as you saw last week against the Ravens. What's going to happen there? In the cold, probably not snowy, the Buffalo Bills at the Chiefs, the new Brady versus Manning. Who do you have in Kansas City?
One of my favorite 49er quotes, yes, guys, I'm going to 49ers, was Steve Young when he said, "Get this monkey off my back. Get this monkey off my back." Buffalo Bills have had the monkey. Josh Allen has had a monkey on his back every time they went and played Kansas City. This is their time. I think they got an awesome running back in Cook. Josh Allen is running out. They got Shakur. I got the Buffalo Bills finally taking out the Kansas City Chiefs.
Give us a scoreline. It's going to be a 3-point game, 3-point win, 7-point win.
24 to 21. Buffalo's probably win with a kick. And same thing which I think Kansas City did to them a while back. But I got the Buffalo Bills winning.
If the Bills do win, they'll have to keep Mahomes off the field. I think that's key.
Yes. Yeah.
Time management. Don't rush the touchdown. Just play it out.
I don't know. Juju, DeAndre, where you guys at? I mean, they didn't do nothing in the last game. You know, it just can't be Kelsey. Can't be Kelsey. And they're going to know that. And they're going to cover Kelsey.
Kelsey's huge. He had easy catches last week.
Yeah.
Well.
But I'm going with Bills and Commanders Super Bowl.
Wow, that's a classic. That will sell tickets. I'm kidding.
Just want something different too. Come on, I'm getting. I got all the respect. I got all the respect for Patrick Mahomes, but I want to see a hungry quarterback like Josh Allen that wants it, and I want to see the next super elite quarterback, Daniels. This is a match we want. Daniels and Josh. Boom. Let's go. Let's go.
And according to Vet, this is a Super Bowl rematch. I think back in the 90s.
Yes, 90s. Yes.
There you have it. And I guess Washington won because Bills lost all 4 of them. They won.
Yeah.
So, good sign for Vet and the Commanders. Well,
and, I'll tell you who wins the Super Bowl next show.
Next week, if it happens. I do have the Chiefs. I never bet against Mahomes. Victor and I put a truce together.
You told me that, and you know what? I picked Kansas City all season, but I'm going. Josh, please, I believe in you, Josh Allen. Though
Josh needs to get over the hump. He has to put in the Steve Young helmet on.
Yes,
get over and get that monkey off his back.
Get the monkey off your back.
Well, there you have it. I have Chiefs and Commanders. I think the Hurts bang up is a serious issue. I don't think Saquon can carry the team. I don't think he can, but we'll see what happens.
I agree. So you agree with me?
I agree. I think Commanders can do it. They're healthy. They're young. They're innocent. They got the momentum. The win is on their side.
I agree.
You got to go?
Yeah, my son is like, Dad, help me.
Okay. Well, anyways, before you go, what is your Twitter handle? How can people reach you?
I am Ray Sherrod, also known as Ray3473, the gaming cyborg. I'm on Twitch, Ray3473. I'm on YouTube, Ray3473, the gaming cyborg. I'm also on Sky Blue. I'm also on Threads, Ray3473. And I also do another sports show with my good friend Bet with the Two Defenders on Tuesday. So check that out on Tuesdays at around 5 p.m. Pacific time.
Ish. There you have it. Ray, thanks for coming on. You can reach us at thesportscast.net or the Sportscast1 on X and Instagram. Enjoy Championship Sunday. Absorb it. Get those wings. Forget about those cheat meals, those resolutions. Eat all you can because this is pre-Super Bowl. Ray, I appreciate you coming on to the Sportscast.
All right, guys. Enjoy Sunday, babe. Woo! Yeah!
And this was your update.